Hello, this is William with Game 1 of the Alpha build with Avacyn, Guardian Angel, and here in the Alliances. Ooh, we've got a Memnarch in the field, and he's contending with Ashlyn the Pilgrim and hopefully 99 Mountains, and Nahiri. We're going to go ahead and start this off with a good old Plains. Yes, we are going to keep this. Ashlyn 99 Mountains? Always gotta ask. Always gotta ask about the mountains. Oh, that's right. We can go ahead and stick this here. I actually just forgot about that. Ah, come on, come on. Is Ashlyn gonna be 99 mountains? We need to know. We need to know if she's gonna have 99 mountains in them. 99 of the best mountains. All right, we'll go ahead and leave this off with Innistrad. Go F8. F6. Yep. Alright then, so opening hand is almost nothing but lands, but that is hopefully okay because we want to make sure we hit the land drops. Here he's starting off with a Steel Shaper's Gift. Go ahead, show us what you got. What's she gonna grab? Oh, she's using a snow-covered planet, so she probably has extra Panera lands. Sword of the Animus, pretty good one to grab. Very nice card to have, especially in the Artifact Equipment deck. So, that means we're going to go over to Ashlyn as soon as Memnarch learns how to pass priority. Yeah, this helps out a lot, just being able to stick this card over here. Like, what's it really covering? Zones? We don't need those zones. The zones are actually weirdly enough over here for some of them. Alright then, so Ashlyn going up. Let's see, let's see, it's very easy to get a turn 1 Ashlyn if you do it right. What would you need to do? You would need, like, honestly, you just need a 0-drop artifact, like a Mana Crypt. Which, I wonder if that's going to be reprinted sometime in the near future. Actually, no, wait, by the time the public hears this, they'll have already known. Okay, yeah, so it's good. And Memnarch Justice Silver Mirror. And we get another land, but that is okay, so we'll tap. F6, pass the turn. It's all good. Leading off with the Ancient Tomb, though, so getting that acceleration going. Nahiri dropping sword, passing. Ashlyn probably dropping a mountain, cracking the Wayfarer's bauble. We've got Farrell's Mantle. So we may get to see it. The low creature count concerns me, though. Because with Avacyn, we want to be hitting with commander damage. Does less creatures actually hurt this quite a bit? We're going to have Mirage next, so the creature count should go up. That was not a pretty way to actually drink water. Alright, so what's Ashlyn got for us? More importantly, is it worth actually taking these cards out of these dual decks in order to play? Because this is some pretty art. Sorry, I'm in the middle of tearing down like all of my commander decks, and I still have like the dual deck Elspeth versus Kiora, and I really wanted to play those against each other, but I just never had anyone to really play them with. Plus, they're not slaved up, so it's not really a point. Is that a Ristic Study? That's a Ristic Study. Okay, well, they're not going to get anything off of us. How do we want to do this? 3 mana, play of a Knowledge Hero. And we're just going to go ahead and always yield to the Ristic Study. Alright, so we've got Knowledge Hero out. And you know what? We're going to pass turn with that up. I do want to keep the Swords to Plowshares up because if a Memnarch where it suddenly drops a, I don't know, a metal worker or anything along those lines, and oh, here he does not want to pay the 1. Well, it makes sense because then she won't actually get the effect out the Night of the White Orchid, so she's trading a card for a card. That only makes sense. Go ahead and equip the sword. It does let Memnarch draw a card, which for some reason I am really against letting Memnarch draw cards. I wonder why that is. Ah, well. We've got Banage here out, I guess. And in 2 turns, we'll have Avacyn out. It's going to be another... Let's see, it's treat her like a 7-drop. You want to keep her ability up and play her. We need to see some sort of acceleration in the next couple of draws, or just, you know, things to do. We got our swords. We got Safe Haven. I don't really want to play Safe Haven though, just because we need to make sure we hit our land drops first. That's a Mimic Vat though. So Ashlyn not letting Memnarch draw either. It's fine. It's pretty good. Okay. So 1 round, we've let Memnarch draw exactly once. Memnarch does have 5 mana available to them though. So Memnarch, what's Memnarch going to want to do? You got 5 cards in hand, they have 5 mana. Do you ramp a little more so you can get Memnarch into play faster? No, you want Memnarch's a game-ending finisher. So what you want to do is you want to start getting the mana generators, the stuff that's going to be really super stupid. Fortunately for us, we did just get tech, so we can interact with the deck a little more. Hopefully, we'll see it. Right now, he looks like he's going double blue for Sky Diamond, so he is going into. He's going to accelerate his mana just a little bit more. He hasn't hit his land drop this turn, right? He might have. I actually can't remember. Oh yeah, he did play his land this turn. And he's not got... He doesn't have anything else. So that's fine. Hey, land tax! I feel like someone's going to get a little more land than us. So let's go ahead and drop it down. We do want to pay the 1 for it. And that will help us get... And that will give us mana for the Swords of Plowshares as well. Alright. Land taxes will come at a very good time to start filtering out our lands. Let's go ahead and see if we can see an Ivory Tower with that, or a Library of Lang. Either one of those would be really good. And then, yep, we'll go ahead past turn. And then we've got 2 mana up for our Swords to Plowshares. Let's see, what would Mimic Vat want to grab right now? There isn't anything that Mimic Vat would want to grab right now. So I guess just send it up. Although with a red deck like this, Ashen's a very good alternative. And they could just be a generic value red deck, which is actually a very decent deck. Play stuff like Felden. And oh, Knight of the White Orchid. Getting in there. Here he did play her land for the turn too. So that's going to come into play tapped, guaranteeing that we'll have land tax for a couple of turns. And hey, who am I to stop Nahiri from ramping out lands if it lets me draw 4 cards a turn? Mentor the Meek. That's pretty good. She is paying 1 mana. Mentor will hit the board, and she'll have, and she's just gonna F6 maybe. Yeah, I want to say she's just gonna F6. All right, so over to Ashlyn. Now here he's starting to ramp quite a bit. I still fear for the Memnarch most though. Magus of the Wheel. That'll be fun. Yeah. Everyone dishes their hand, draws 7. Not sure how I feel about that. It means that we're going to have to keep up Swords to Plowshares for sure. But it also means that... Well, it's not like we're losing a whole lot right now anyway. Yeah, as long as we keep up at least 1 for the Swords, we can go ahead and just drop our most of whatever we want. It really depends on what we draw here. The question is, do they have anything else? So this would make, what, 3 mana copy, right? So it'd be a 5 mana Wheel of Fortune every turn. I mean, I guess if his goal was to mill us, that'd be okay. But we really need to see what Memnarch's doing here. Never trust the Memnarch player. Ever. There's the Exotic Orchard, which none of us are playing blue. He'll have red and white, but not blue. Let's see, could produce though. Could produce. I don't anticipate any of us playing rainbow. Hello, that's a good target. I would be very happy to source the pile of that. And I think I shall. See, but he's got 3-4 mana up. I'm liable to say, let's actually hold up the swords. No. Because we want to be able to play our spells before this goes off so we can get maximum value. Yeah, let's go ahead and swords it now. That way it'll at least force his hand. You can't let the blue player have flash. You just can't. Wait, hold on. This is Memnarch's turn, right? Yeah. Shivering Myrrh has flash, so why would he play it main phase? It's possible he might be wanting to bait something out, but really, what does he have? Guess we're gonna find out. And this will keep us from discarding down after we draw those planes. Winter Orb! Oh, you dirty, dirty bastard! Yep. So, do we pay the 1 so he doesn't draw cards? Yes. You are a dirty man. Playing with an orb like that. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not allowed to scoop. Well, that's just lovely. Just flashing a winter orb, why don't you? And we'll just draw another land. It's all good. Don't. Let's see, what was it? Players can tap more than one land, so let's just go ahead and smack. Well, we can go ahead and smack him now. Yep. So that's. Yep. At this point, we're just gonna go ahead and dogpile this on him. And then we're gonna pass turn. And hey, we have 7 cards in hand. That worked out. So let's just go ahead and dogpile on this guy. Damn Memnarch. Winter Orb. That's cold. Now, granted, he has 2 mana rocks and an ancient tomb and what have you. That Winter Orb. There's a reason I chose not to play with that. I'm choosing not to play with that at all. 9! Just 9. Actually, now I'm curious. Did I have the option to do an orb? Actually, I've got no instance to keep up. Just F16 through this. That's right, Store the Animus. Keep fetching out lands. They'll only be able to untap one a turn now, but yeah. Now, Memnarch is at 3 cards in hand. Ashland would be crazy to pop the Magus of the Wheel right now. Yep, I'm just going to F6 through their turn as well. Unless they want to hold it up in case something would happen to the Magus. But nope, they're going for it. Everyone's going straight for the Memnarch. And this is actually kind of okay. You know, we don't like playing against the Winter Orb. We absolutely do not. But there is the added upside of this slowing the game down so that we, as a mono white deck with virtually little actual acceleration, can in fact catch up by the time everyone else is done kicking the crap out of Memnarch. We just gotta hope we can actually get there because he has 6 mana up. That's a lot. As long as he doesn't massively refill his hand somehow. Well, I just got... Let's see. Oh, controlling that thing. Yeah. And here he scoops. Yeah, and here he's just done. No Winter Orb policy. Just done. Just why? Why must people make the game miserable? Like it's only first of all, we have 25-minute clocks. I do that just so that the videos can stay a manageable size. But seriously, why? Just why? When we get to a zombie, I'm gonna need you guys to make sure that I don't fall to this level of that Winter Orb, though. Yeah, we'll tap a land. Let's see. Yep, someone still has more lands than we do. So we will always take this chance to draw more planes. And hey, we've got a Kashi in town, which we could play right now if we weren't already so buggered. Ah, wait, damn. We could have gotten the mantle on and shot the Myr. Ah, too late. With that Winter Orb out, we can't afford to have Safe Haven in our hand either, so we're just going to have to make sure we ditch that. I'm sorry. What? Wow, that is just uncalled for. Wow, just... There is no reason to just... Guys, come on, let's just go ahead and finish this game. What a jerk. Wow. Guys, let's just finish the game. Both the Ashland and the Menarch players are being jerks. What the actual heck? And then we'll pass the turn. Like, what the heck? No reason for this guy to be such a jerk. Or this guy either. What the hell? You know what? They want to waste their timer bickering. What the actual heck? We got some winners today, kids. Bet this makes for riveting television, too. We're here with our Banage hero and our land tax, and, land absolutely filled with lands, not a whole lot of action. Meanwhile, we've got a Menarch player with a Winter Orb and a Ashland, just smack-talking the poor Nahiri player who, just actually wanted to, play cards and not have a Winter Orb lock your whole board state down. Like, what the actual heck? There is the Chaos Warp, though. So that will help. And it looks like it's at the end of my turn, so very well played. Turns into a Mind Control. So now they've got the Magus, which they can actually pop with the Exotic Orchard. Funny enough. And let's see. Just checking for stuff there, because I may have to report a couple of these players just for the language. Wow. Destroy target land and all the lands with the same name as that land. Wake of Destruction. So that actually just could have straight wrecked me. Yeah, we've got a couple of people who are holding nothing back. Meanwhile, we're just here with our lands and our Banalish hero. Well, we're going to drop the Akashian Town next turn, for sure. Full scale decks. Now, that does set back the Menarch player quite a bit. They only have 4 cards in their hand, but they can still pop that Magus and just refill everything because of that Exotic Orchard, which is actually a pretty neat trick now that you can do with the rules. Oh, but it won't let them, I think. Oh, no, wait, he made white. So I wasn't thinking about that. He made a Mer Turbine. Tap, put 1 coast into play. Tap, 5. Alright. It's going to be problematic. Feels like a combo piece. Could be with Intruder Alarm. Incarn. I feel like a combo piece is coming up. Attacking with the Magus instead of holding it back to pop. Well, he already used the mana for it, so he wasn't going to be able to pop it anyway. And, yep. So, we're just going to go ahead and play our stuff. Akashian Town. We're finally going to make our citizens. There's no call for this kind of language. Just none at all. What the hell, guy? What the actual hell? I guess at this point, you could argue that I should start holding lands back, because Ashland's clearly not afraid to play land destruction. Then, how do we want to do this? We'll just leave Banalgio back to block. Team up with the citizens will be alright. And hey, it looks like Time Spiral citizens. Not bad. See, there's a strip mine. Ashley's just doing everything she can to keep Madmark off blue. That's vicious. Let's see, she's only got 3 mountains though, so Valakut's still 2 away from active. How's she gonna handle this? Perforos. Okay, so it's gonna be that kind of deck. And the Mimic Vat's gonna be something along the lines of remaking siege gang commanders and stuff like that. So we're probably gonna see a Feldon. And it wouldn't be surprised me if Ashland was either a smokescreen or an alternate wing con. Alright then. There's a strip mine. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, our land text isn't going to be active for a while. And honestly, with the land text, I feel like we're actually safe putting cards down. Makes white with the exotic orchard, though. Which means probably want to put down the Mishra's Workshop next turn. I mean, the strip mine target should probably be the Valakut. I also don't want to just lose a Workshop to the Wheel of Fortune. Ideally, we'll draw some sort of artifact next turn that the Workshop will want to incentivize us to, drop it in play. As for Avacyn, right now I don't feel comfortable dropping her. Now with that Magus potentially going off soon. Nope. Alright then, so we do have Divine Offering now, which is good. Go ahead, let's see. With House Pharaoh's 3, whenever enchanted creature attacks and is blocked, its controller may have deal 2 damage to another target creature. If that player does, the attacking creature assigns no combat damage this turn. I could just shoot stuff. It's pretty boss. Let's try that out. Because it doesn't say to another target. Yeah. Alright then, so we are going to pay the 1. There we go. And now we actually have... Yeah, that should actually be fine. Because now we have 3... We still have 3 lands up for Divine Offering, so this actually would be a decent turn for Mishra's Workshop. Go ahead and ping that Silver Myrrh. And then Moonmark wants to pop a strip mine to get rid of our Workshop in retaliation. So be it. Alright then, so we're going to try this. We're going to have him attack. Let's see, we're going to send our hero over to Ashling. Let's see, and it should prompt us with a replacement effect once we get to damage. Let's see if this works. This is our first time really using the Mantle ever. So let's see. Ashland's probably wondering what's going on. Yep, so going to declare blockers. Let's see then. Place your triggers on the stack. Choose target creature. Get rid of that Silver Myrrh. There we go. It's a trigger. And apparently, Ashlyn is like, wow. Ashlyn's saying that she's like triple Q'd right now. Okay, whatever. Now that's an interesting fact. I can actually pop the Mimic Vat after the Magus has been exiled forever. Noticed. Wow, and they just love trash talking each other back and forth. It's almost like having a red player and a blue player going at it. Sure, why not? Now we just gotta, you know, wait for the whole priority thing, because they're still just, damn, going at it. That's just the declare blocker step? Okay then. Go to main 2, we'll drop Mistress Workshop, pass turn. Alright then. Take it from me, kids. It's not worth triple or even double queuing. It's just not worth it. You want to devote all your mental energy to one particular game. There's the sad bot. And that is probably what will go under the Mimic Vat, and when that happens, we will in fact Divine Offering the Mimic Vat. Because that is just too much stupid value. Now let's see, what's this? It's tap 5 untap Murray control, so we just got rid of 1. Yep, Purpose is going to deal 2. Sadbot's going to grab a land. Purpose still has no devotion. Still makes me think combo. He's 1 land away from having Valakut active. Now we're over to Midmark's turn. And you can bet Divine Offering's popping something today. It has to, especially if Midmark's going to pop that Magus. Which, I want to say we're going to use... You know what? I don't actually trust that Turbine. I just don't. Plus it's like 5 life. That's 5 whole life. Compared to the Mimic Vat. The Mimic Vat could get stupid value though. Sapphire Medallion. That's a bigger target. It's a pseudo mana rock. Propaganda. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that now before they can cast anything else. The medallion is actually just a subtly very, very powerful piece of acceleration. And we pay the 1. Would have liked to have gotten rid of the Turbine or the Mimic Vat, but the Sapphire just makes things better. Ooh, and it's been forked. Ashlyn with the follow-up play. So now we're going to get a red Divine Offering. Now, Ristic Study will trigger... Ooh, Strip Mine to destroy the Valakut. Yep, we've got Stack Wars, and we're just going to F6 through this. Because we are officially out of things we can do. Alright then. And Memnarch is gone. Memnarch has decided they've had enough. Which means our Divine Offering fizzles, we don't draw any new cards, and the Magus of the Wheel goes back to Ashling. Let's see. May choose new copies for the target. Interesting. Do they have to destroy their Solemn? Yes, they do. But I think they're are they? Let's see. Yep, they're happy to do that anyway. So that just that whole scooping in the middle of the stack thing just completely screwed us over. Alright, so it's our turn. Let's see, how do we want to handle this? We have 8 mana. We can play Avacyn. Yeah, I think we have to play Avacyn. I would like to get the Sarah Angel down. But we need Avacyn to enable our aggro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so let's see. It's one. Any creature with banding up to 1 without, so they can only attack for 2 right now. Let's just pass. Because I guarantee you they're just going to play whatever they want, hold the Magus till the end of our turn, or even during our draw step, something like that, anything like that. And it's down to us and Ashland. That dang Magus, though. Yep, there's Mimic Vat, and there's Magus. And there's nothing we can do about it. To be fair, I think that worked out pretty good for us, and that's a Kozilek, shuffling everything back into the graveyard. So, Sadbot's still under there, though. It's still a Sadbot. Let's see. Exile at the beginning next end stuff, so not draw, but still going to ramp pretty decently. Blood Moon. Non-basics are mountains. That's fine. Actually doesn't hurt us any, except for the Bazaar of Baghdad. And now he's tapped out completely. We don't have any instants. That's fine. Then let's go ahead and... Yep, just gonna go ahead. 2, 3, 4. Kismet. That'll slow him down. Everything's gonna interplay tapped. We go to the attacks. Attack with all creatures. And we're gonna start getting in there. Pharaoh's Mantle is gonna go on the board, on the stack. Sure. We'll choose Avacyn, but we're not going to use the effect. Nope. Go to main 2. We've already played our land for the turn. Yep. We've only got 6, so let's go ahead and... all combat damage that we dealt. Do we have anything? We don't have any artifacts, I don't think. Let's go ahead and get a 2/5 out there. And pass that. Oh, Wheel of Fate was suspended. Alright. Right now we just need to out-aggro them. It's a race between Avacyn and Ashland. Grim Monolith comes into play tapped. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. I mean, here's the thing. Kismet only says they interplay tapped. It slows them down. It doesn't stop them. I've seen Manipulator says they only untap 1 lane of the turn. And that is just stupid. Yep. Yeah, combat. Yep. So we go to our turn. Gonna go ahead and play this plains. Go to attacks. And we are just bum rushing the hell out of them. Okay, put the Pharaohs on the stack. We'll target Avacyn just in case. Accidentally do any misclicks or anything like that. No, we are not using the Pharaoh's Mantle. And then we're going to go ahead and drop Gaivian Archaeologist. Although ideally we should have kept Avacyn up. Yep, I done goofed. We goofed. We need to keep Avacyn up. We done goofed. We done goofed. Shouldn't have played the Archaeologist. We should have kept that mana open for Avacyn. Forgot that the workshop actually does tap for mana too, so we would have had 2 more activations for the for creatures. Suspend 4, so it goes down to 2, right? Yeah. So it should have 2 right now. Yeah, it's got 2 counters on it. So unless something is just bombastic, we're probably not playing anything, right? No. All right, so the landscape is down. We've got all these lands. We just need to keep rushing. Keep rushing with everything. Now, Avacyn can still protect 4 creatures if they need to. Ah, that's Ashland. Yep. Go ahead and do it 3 times. Yep. Let's see. That's only deal 3 damage, though. That'd be enough to wipe our board. It wouldn't be enough to save him from Avacyn, though. Combat? Sure. And you know what? We're taking it. We don't care. Because it's just going to get exiled. It means they don't draw the extra card. Alright then. So Mimivac triggers. Solemn goes away. Then what we need to do is we need to draw some sort of removal. Upkeep, yep. Upkeep, yep. Hey, Crusade! That helps out. So why don't we go ahead and play it? Right now, Ashland's just kind of holding a button. She can only pop for 3? Yeah. So we're going to just go straight into our attacks again. And out of mana. Oh, wait, the frick! I forgot about that. I forgot I was on resolution. Ah, what the hell. It's fine. Whatever, sure. That actually sucks a lot. Completely messed that up. But I think we still have game here. No! Ah, they get another turn to live. God damn it. Son of a friggin'. Didn't realize I was on a friggin'. 2 misclicks. 2 misclicks. Would have had game. Absolutely would have had game. There's a Zealous Conscript. Sure. Yep. That's fine. This is fine. Whatever. This kind of sucks. Takes my Kismet for a turn. Okay. Yep. Now my stuff is play tapped for a turn. That's okay. Sure. Kiki Jiki. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's see. Prevent all damage that dealt to her by sources of the color of your choice. Choose target player. It's going to be me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had this game. We had this game until I misclicked. Yep. And I think we're just going to auto yield to some of these triggers. We actually just fucked this all kinds of the way up. We freaking messed this up so hard. The good news is, we saw that Avacyn protects us from Kiki combo. So now we've got to find a way to win this turn. Okay, so that's a Never Rolls disc. How do we want to do this? I think we just go to combat. And, yep. We had this game until I misclicked. We had it until I misclicked. Did I mention I'm not a good player? Yep, I'm just gonna pass. Yep, and they're doing it at my end step too. So we can go ahead and Avacyn now, save us from losing the damage. And then I'm just gonna concede right here because there's really no point. We had that game. We had that game and we misclicked, and I just don't want to waste time with this. This was kind of just a stupid game to play. Oh well, let's go ahead and go into game 2 and hopefully have some fun there.